When Chinese smartphone maker Xiaomi introduced the first generation MiMix in China last year, it set the ball rolling for other smartphone makers looking to create phones with futuristic bezel-less designs. The device, with its 6.4-inch display, boasted of an impressive 83.6% screen-to-body ratio, which left most in awe with its beautiful bezel-less design. But as it turns out, the device never really made it across to India. Thankfully though, that's not the case with its successor, the MiMix 2, which was recently announced for the Indian market. We have the phone with us today, so without further ado, let's take a look at what it brings to the table. Let's start with the design. The MiMix 2, like its predecessor, uses premium materials such as ceramic and a display that occupies almost the entirety of the phone's front. However, there are some key differences to the phone when it's compared to last year's offering. For starters, the biggest selling point of the phone, its display, is slightly smaller at 5.99 inch, but is again Full HD Plus with an 18:9 aspect ratio. Xiaomi claims that despite the size, the phone is only as big as a typical 5.5-inch display smartphone. The move to the smaller display as such was to make the phone more manageable for one-handed usage. However, in our time with the phone, single-handed use still remains an issue. As was the case with its predecessors, reaching corners while using the phone with one hand is a problem. Apart from that, the display looks great and performs as it should when used indoors or out under bright sunlight. At the back, the MiMix 2 is crafted using a ceramic sheet that melts into the phone's frame carved out of aluminum alloy. Though the use of ceramic makes this phone virtually scratch-proof and stunning to look at, it also makes it more fragile than a glass-back phone. For that matter, ceramic is also more prone to fingerprints in comparison to glass and metal. For good measure, Xiaomi has also thrown in a gold-plated camera rim to make this phone look like a truly premium device, one that justifies, at least when it comes to the looks, the Rs 35,999 price tag the company has slapped on the MiMix 2. Coming to the internals, the phone comes with top-of-the-line hardware and boasts of Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 835 processor and Adreno 540 GPU, coupled with 6GB of RAM and built-in 128GB storage. This is something that shows through when you interact with the phone. The device feels snappy and multitasking through applications is a breeze. We tried our hand at a number of applications, including games, and did not encounter any issues. However, during our interaction, the phone's ceramic back did get a bit warm after a short session of Asphalt 8. The MiMix 2 is powered by a hefty 34 mAh battery pack, which should get you through the day on normal usage. The phone also supports Qualcomm's Quick Charge 3.0 technology and ships with a certified fast charger in the box. Now let's come to the camera. There is a single camera on the back with a 12-megapixel lens with f2.0 aperture and 4-axis optical image stabilization. This is the same IMX386 image sensor that was earlier found on the Mi 6. To be honest, this is an upgrade on last year's MiMix, but in isolation it fails to impress. Low light photos come out looking blurry, and even pictures clicked under adequate light do not leave you happy. The problems continue to the front camera of the phone, which is oddly placed at the right hand bottom corner to maintain the MiMix 2's edge-to-edge feel. However, this decision gives birth to its own set of frustration as it makes video calling and clicking selfies a bit difficult. So should you go for it? Well, like any other device, the phone has its pros and cons. But in the case of the MiMix 2, these are extremely pronounced. The phone features a design that is dominated by the immersive display, which claims to bring an even better edge-to-edge experience than what is found in the phones such as the Galaxy S8 and the iPhone X. It looks great and proves to be a winner when it comes to performance. However, the camera turns out to be a flaw that could be a deal breaker for many. Up against phones like the OnePlus 5, the Nokia 8, and with an eye on the premium high-end phones like the Galaxy S8, the MiMix 2 proves to be a worthy competitor. But its Achilles heel, in the form of the camera, may just see it missing out on the crown.